another emergency update for us. And some of us might be agitated. Oh, I just opened a trade. Oh, will this trade do well? No, you don't have to open a trade with, you know, that so much. Negativity. It means you didn't do your analysis properly before you open that trade. you know it means you were not thorough in your analysis before you open that trade. At every point in time you should be able to know where the market is going to, you know and then you should also have you should also be able to make out possible scenarios, and then you see the most likely scenario. Now before us here is the dollar index chart. I told us the very day the dollar index hit this resistance, I told us that if the dollar index does not go above this resistance, expect that we are going to see the dollar index falling. And as the dollar index fall, expect Bitcoin to rally. I told all this last week, and between last week till now, look at the substantial rally that Bitcoin has gotten. Just look at how Bitcoin has moved from that time till now. I just figured out that around 18,000 plus, that was where I was even supposed to take my trade earlier, but I did not pay attention at all. I didn't pay attention at all. I didn't come to the chart to figure out, any buy entry at all. Otherwise, I would have been able to figure it out. But you know what? It is not late. It is not late at all, because if you look at this chart right now, this new week that just opened again, the dollar index in this new week that just opened again, the dollar index has opened a candle below the previous week. That is below last week. The candle that has opened this week is below the one that opened last week, the close of the last week candle. What this means is that we are going to see the dollar index taking some cool off again, coming down again. That is what it means. Now look at the MACD, please. Just take a look at the MACD. If you look at the MACD is showing us what? A light green bar. A light green bar. What this means is that we are likely to see the dollar index moving into a bearish territory. Take note, this is on a weekly time frame. Now look at the RSI. The bullish RSI has crossed below the bearish RSI. Okay, now let us go to the daily time frame and quickly see something there. On the daily time frame, I think it will be more clearer to us that in the medium short term, in the immediate short term, we are going to see the dollar index cooling off. Look at today candle again, opened below yesterday candle for the dollar index. It opened below yesterday candle for the dollar index. And then look at the MACD. The MACD has already given a bearish MACD. We are already seeing a bearish MACD for the dollar index. Now, there's going to be a continuation to the downside. There's going to be a continuation to the downside for for the dollar index. Why Bitcoin? As you know, they have opposite movements. That is what they have. When this one goes to right, the other one goes to left. Now when the dollar index comes down, Bitcoin goes up. When Bitcoin goes down, then the dollar index goes up. That is what it is. So right now you can take a look and see that the dollar index on the weekly time frame, it shows a bearish scenario, and even on the daily time frame we are seeing a pure bearish scenario. So I think confidently we are going to see Bitcoin rallying to that neckline. I didn't point out the neckline for us. I think I will do that later. We're going to see Bitcoin rallying to that neckline of around 24,000. That is what is going to happen. Bitcoin is likely going to rally to around that 24,000. Whereas if you break that neckline, then we should see 25,000. 25,000 should be our target for now. 25,000 should be our target for now. Though before then, we have some little hurdles. They are in that chart that I posted. According to the Fibonacci, we saw can I go to that chart? Come, let me see if I can go to that chart. Let me see if I can go to that chart. Let me see. Let's go there. Let's go there. I already dropped the screenshots on the WhatsApp group, but I think it's imperative that I still, from when I enter my trading now, at least I'm already in some, profit, already. I'm already in profit. So anybody that open trade the same when I was telling us, I think you too will also be in some profit. Is this the chart that I want? No, this is not the chart that I want. Exercise patience there with me once again. Let us go down there to the chart. I opened my trade on Bybit, so I'm using the Bybit chart to finalize everything. Let us go. This is Bybit chart now for Bitcoin US dollar on a daily time frame. All right, now look at right now 22,300 is a resistance that we are hitting right now. Ah, man, I just want to beg you guys to please forgive me. I supposed to have really figured out this entry long ago, but I did not pay attention. This is why I use it as an anthem. Eh? We use it as an anthem. Pay attention, pay attention. I was supposed to open this trade around 18,000, because a lot of things were already pointing that Bitcoin will be going up. The MACD was showing, the RSI was showing. I didn't pay attention to all of that. But there's no big deal about that. You miss one, you don't have to bother yourself because there are many others that are coming. Now, let me show us clearly. Let me show us clearly. Yes, 22,462. That is our first target. I told us, I put a screenshot there in our WhatsApp group. And if we are able to pass 2,400, then our next target is going to be 25,000. It will not be overnight. It will not be overnight, but surely we will get there. It will take some couple of days. Sometimes Bitcoin can do some kind of crazy move, So that is why we don't really know when it will get there, but surely it will get there. That is exactly what it is, This is a sweet trade, easy trade. Now, this is how we are supposed to trade. You don't trade with pressure or tension, with, anxiety and the rest. Just look at the fact on the chart, and then you open your trade based on the fact that are on the chart. So simple. We are currently going to see Bitcoin facing a resistance at 22,400, and after which Bitcoin is able to flip. If Bitcoin is able to flip 22,400 as a support, then we should look at our next target as 25K for Bitcoin. Thank you very much. This is what I have to share with us, and see you in my next update. Bye for now.